yesterday morning, I woke up and first thing I was going on my TikTok and I seen this, and it was like a part one, part two. But I didn't. I watched a little bit of part two. I watched the whole part one. Keep it a buck. So basically, it's about I'm getting on for it. This guy or this kid or whatever who got on Minecraft and streamed on Minecraft, but he was throwing subliminal signs that something is happening IRL. Like things are happening to him, and he was putting it on Minecraft, showing it, and I thought this was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, and then I fell a little rabbit hole of like how this happens multiple times. Like a lot of people be doing like there's a lot of things in Minecraft where people are like throwing signs like help like in real life, like help in the game that they need in real life. I was like, whoa, I never even knew this. And I thought this would be like cool to watch, bro.
Purest form of the game. However, there's nothing pure about the alpha Minecraft live streams found on the Consciousness YouTube channel. It has since been revealed in a popular YouTube video that this channel features a child who is in danger and is secretly live streaming their Minecraft content in hopes to give people directions to their ever-changing location. So when it came to the first live stream since this channel gained all this attention, the chat was absolutely filled with people who had truly no idea what was going to happen next. And that is truly one of the scariest things about this channel. The stream begins with the player already having some decent tools and going right away into a cave, which is actually the first time out of all the known previous live streams that we see the player enter a dark space. They are mining and occasionally writing messages to the viewers.
Car. Drove for a while. Felt like 5 hours. It was only 4, I guess.
This is incredibly helpful, but don't get used to it because this is hands down the most straightforward thing Khan says to us from here on out. For the rest of the video, Khan just seems to be playing the game normally until they decide to build a base. But not just any base. They build up to the sky and begin to construct some sort of sky base, potentially to try and make it more difficult for someone to find or reach. But we get one more live stream after this where Khan is just doing some pretty basic activities, building their base further, and even says,
I'm doing better today, I think.
which is a very sweet sentiment. However, this is the last thing we would hear for Khan before they disappeared for 4 months. And that's where this story really begins.
My bad. What's good? What's good, Mustard? What's good, bro? You had a hell of a crowd yesterday. I know, bro. I don't know what it was. I think it was because football, bro. One thing I know about football and stuff, it can get like when you watch sports can get a lot of attention. I don't know when I post on my post. Sports can get a lot of attention, bro. It was mad crazy. I think that was the highest view count. My bad, bro.
We rejoin the world months later, and Khan seems a bit disoriented, probably because they haven't been able to play on this world for ages. After getting their bearings, Khan, weirdly enough, decides to leave the base they built and starts to construct a new base. Now, this could perhaps signify the moving of their location in real life, because in previous live streams, Khan would recreate their surroundings in Minecraft. And this would certainly make sense, especially considering it's been so long since Khan has last updated us. But the real issue here is the house that Khan decides to construct looks unlike any house you would ever find in real life. I mean, it's built into the side of a mountain and seems to go into it pretty deep. And this confuses me because with the sky base, for example, it didn't visually look like anything in real life, but that could have just been Khan trying to depict a tall building like a hotel or apartment complex. But this is just downright odd. We nearly finish the new house, and the stream ends as we watch the sunrise. Now, this stream is eerie to me. Khan isn't nearly as talkative as they typically are, and I've checked all of these chests for codes like ones Khan has used to spell out something prior, but there was nothing. Something has changed from the last time we saw Khan, and my guess
probably that
is
game, because
the man has
that game was
begun to
actually
watch Khan
that game was
much
very
more closely than he would prior. which means it's not going to be as easy for Khan to signal
It was a
us
good
as to
game.
what is
It
going
was a
on
very good
or
game.
how we can help.
And it was
So
like
we're
right
gonna have
after.
to
I
pay
think
much
like right
closer
after it got
attention,
finished. Like right
and
after.
as it turns out, I'm not the only one paying close attention to the Consciousness YouTube channel. I found official investigations looking into this case ran by a Detective Collins. There were specifically attempts to track the live stream connection, which appeared to be unsuccessful. Not much information was being made available to the
No, I think the likes at the time was helping because before everything came in, some guy came in and dropped 10,000 likes, bro. I said, what the heck?
public, which made sense considering it's an ongoing case. But I was able to check back into this case from time to time to see if they
So that probably
posted
helped push it
any
out.
new information.
The TikTok live. This happened this year? That's February 23rd, 2025, right? Or is it 2023? Oh, wow. This happened this year. Oh, my God. Late last year and early
the
this
following
year.
weekend, per usual. Khan seems like they want to go adventuring, so they head off to explore the world. Considering this is still alpha Minecraft, there's not really much to find or discover, but we continue nonetheless, and Khan messages to us on a sign and says,
This is fun.
this is really positive, but honestly, it almost worries me more than anything. I mean, is Khan becoming like used to this situation they're in? And what happened in those 4 months that they were gone? And what changed so that they could start playing Minecraft again? Well, anyway, as we're exploring the world, you might have caught this moment.
What?
Did you see it? Basically, in the corner of our eye, we can see what looks like the ruined remains of Khan's first base. Khan quickly snaps away from it and walks in a different direction, but this confirms for me that this is the exact same world that we saw in the first half of the live streams. But Khan's behavior here is just odd because the second any of this happens, they try to play it off and then immediately head back to their base and log off.
You know what's crazy? If you are that viewer, you're watching this, you're not even peeping all that. In real time, you're not even peeping all that. He had to watch it over and over and over again to get some of the small little details. Cause I'm telling you right now, if you're just watching it oh my God, what's he gonna do today or whatever, or what's happening today, you're not even peeping him making a little small oh, now look that way. Oh, let me not look that over there. He's not peeping that, bro.
Let's assess what we know thus far. Khan continues live streaming a little bit after their channel goes viral and says that they drove in a car for what felt like 5 hours, but it was only 4. If we know Khan started in Michigan, we can assume what Khan is confused about is the time.
And on a Minecraft where he's not really saying it, he's not speaking, it's just him playing Minecraft completely silent and stuff.
Zone change. Khan was most likely keeping a close eye on the time, even counting the hours, but if they suddenly switch from Eastern Standard Time to Central Standard Time, then the time would get sent back an hour earlier, which would make it look like they arrived wherever they got to an hour earlier than they actually did. Unfortunately, this doesn't really narrow it down a ton, but it doesn't matter because at this point, 4 months have gone by, and clearly by moving bases, Khan is no longer where they were prior. But since this gap in time, Khan seems to have really changed. Their actions are a lot less driven or purposeful, but that could also be a side effect of them being more heavily watched by whoever is holding them. Now, this video was titled Oak, which intrigued me because I feel like it stands out a little bit among all of the other videos that we have seen up until this point. So I decided to go back.
You know what one stands out to me the most? Layer. And I'm a take a few hours to make yeah, I know. But let me try to think of his mind. Progress as well. Cause what type of progress are we talking about? Cause progress is moving forward. And was he saying things are getting better? Things are going forward? Layer though, that one's a little
to the stream and kind of scour through the footage looking for
That's
any
a
of the
little.
oak trees that maybe had some sort of symbol in.
I know, but like, what type of progress is he talking about though? Like, is he talking about progress of getting the stuff out there to like help me, or is he talking about the progress of things are getting better while I'm in this tough situation? But you got to really pay attention, and try to think, and the person who made this, you got to think in their mind. So you really got to pay attention and listen. Like you got to lock in. But the layer one throws me. It's like layer.
Them or information, and it was during this process that this happened. Prior to this moment, Khan had never been able to do much of anything with the YouTube channel itself. The descriptions were always left blank, and the titles were the only signifying thing about these videos. So while I was wary of this video, it seemed that this time around, Khan had more access to the actual YouTube channel itself when they aren't playing Minecraft. This unlisted video appears to be taken from a really old phone, and we can't see much, but we can
I think that's
sort
how
of
it is.
hear this.
That's creepy as heck. That's overly creepy. Like in rock, like he couldn't do nothing to like ask for help from anywhere. Like he has internet to post on YouTube, go live on YouTube. Like obviously not calling 911 or like, but like I don't know what. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What does that mean? Mind you, he took a break from going live a couple months for months. You think he got caught live streaming? Oh my god, he probably got caught. Oh my god. I'll be honest, I did see this in the TikTok, but I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it. I tried to read the words, but I didn't even peep that. I did not peep that. What the fudge?
This was enough confirmation for me that Khan is certainly still in a very bad situation, despite what they may be being forced to say on the main stream.
See, when was this one? When was this one said? Was this one in the progress video, or what video was this one in? Because this was in the progress. Okay, it's in the progress video. This is fun. So where's the? Oh my god. I feel
Checking
smart.
back in with that police case, the department seemed to have released a region map of where the suspect could be. It's a pretty wide area, but appears to almost align with what I thought prior when we were talking about the time zones. They also released the make and model of a car alongside a license plate asking if anyone sees the car to contact the authorities. But besides that, I just had to wait until the next live stream.
So was he tuned in and watching him? How could you even?
The next live stream.
How do you even figure about this stuff, bro?
Organize their base a little bit more. So in a previous live stream, we had seen Khan sort of organize a chest in coordination with the alphabet in order to spell something out. So I, as well as the rest of the chat, was trying our best to decipher.
Oh my god, the whole chat is locked in. Now, this is smart people in the world, yo.
for anything that could be spelled out.
I've been there. What y'all talking about, bro? He just playing Minecraft, bro.
But it was interesting because when Khan had done this prior, they were being
Bro,
very
just playing
intentional
Minecraft
with the
game. Why
items
y'all
in just
tweaking?
one of the chests. But this time, Khan was being just as intentional with all of their chests. But as hard as I looked, none of the items seemed to spell anything in the same
I've been
way
overly
as last
lost.
time. But then I thought about it a little bit, and I realized that there are other ways to form letters. Like, for example, these items here.
That's
form
an L.
an L.
I.
You also can see an I for sure, and then maybe this is an R, but it's hard to tell. Additionally,
Yeah, I
not
know
all
that one.
letters can actually be formed as easily in a 3x3 grid. The issue here is there are assortments that could easily be multiple letters. Like this could be a P or an F, or even that I from before could be a Z technically. But either way, there's not enough letters here to actually form something, and it seems like Khan got too frustrated to continue. So overall, I knew something was still wrong, and it felt like—
Imagine though, he's like throwing signs, he's reading chat, and like chat not picking up, so he does get
I was
frustrated.
just inches away from finding it.
And they're just one word. Like last one was
Khan goes
nothing.
live
This
again,
one's
but
around.
They seem to be in a different place than when they logged off. Now, we've seen this before, but previously when Khan would log on somewhere new, it was a sign that the man had logged on to Khan's world and had done something bad to it. Whether it was creating a giant underground maze or even burning down Khan's entire base.
This one said, "Are you watching?" Who could he be talking to? Could he be talking to the guy that kidnapped him?
Creating a giant underground maze or even burning down Khan's entire base.
Why is he not talking about the titles on the name, bro? What the freak? That's a big one.
Never meant a good thing. This time, nothing seems to be super out of
Maybe
the
he can't get
ordinary.
nothing out of it. Like
Khan
it's not
plays
like
for a bit, mining
he can't find nothing out of the name for it
the
to talk
trees
about.
for
Probably.
resources,
That's
when
a.
suddenly
Are you
Khan
watching?
says,
Think I gotta go. Time for dinner.
"Hey, what?" First off, Khan has always been allotted 30 minutes to play per week, which is incredibly little. So offering it up
And that's what make it even crazier. Not thinking about it, bro. So he was doing out signals for 30 minutes, just 30 minutes.
willingly is an incredibly bizarre move. And secondly, saying it's time for dinner is odd because this stream should have happened around 1 p.m. local time. So I'm not sure whether to take this as another extreme move or something else.
That's not just an extreme move. That's an extreme move. If something happened at 1 o'clock, he would have to go really out of state for it to be like, okay, it's dinner time over here. Cause like, where could he go? Where could he go in America where it's dinner time at 1 o'clock in Illinois? Just there's nowhere you can go. Like there's nowhere you can go where it's like, okay, it's dinner time over here.
Overall, this stream just feels odd, and I just continued looking through the video for anything out of the ordinary, especially considering the logon locations were different, but I just saw some weird terrain, and that was about it. However, when I went back to get the footage,
Ooh, and hold on. And that was the next stream. Nothing around.
I saw another one of those unlisted videos pop up, and that's where I saw
That's probably nothing.
Khan was getting more and more bold. It seems like they have access to some sort of camera or phone, but either way, it's certainly old.
I know you can see him
presumably
at
with
all.
no internet service. But this worried me because, sure, there wasn't a ton here, but Khan has to be sharing this with us for a reason, right? I just didn't know what to take away from it. Even turning up the exposure, there's nothing here. And I didn't understand it until I watched the next live stream.
Nothing around everything. Or around. Oh. Oh my god. Come on, bro. I'm blind, bro. You can't do this to me. Oh. And by by the way he's breathing, that's like a scared breathe. I know he just ran, but like it's a mix of, you know what I'm saying? Oh.
This broke my heart. I mean, it is now beyond clear with Khan trying to run away that they do not want to be here. But without any sort of address or knowledge on where Khan is, there's nothing that we can do about this.
And just
Something
in the
had
middle of the woods,
changed for
bro.
Khan to get to the point of running away, maybe being more heavily supervised or something else. It just sucked because, as I found out next live stream, this attempt to run didn't work. It was around this point that I received an update on the ongoing case that was being formed. I only noticed about 2 changes. The first was that the detective had been changed and it was now one Detective Robertson. There hadn't really been a public statement as to why this was, but I assume it's relatively routine with cases like these. And secondly, and more importantly, there was a suspect. Gerard Steller was now listed. No image was listed, and I couldn't find much online to get any more information, but at least it seemed like there was progress. After a good long while of waiting,
I kind of wonder as well why he don't put his name. Like the kid don't drop his name. Maybe that's why the "Are you watching" video is a thing.
another live stream happened, which makes sense that it would take that long because if Khan ended up with the man again, they certainly wouldn't want to let them play Minecraft after they just pulled something like that. But it just sucked that it seemed like all of that work Khan did to try to run was for nothing, and even the live stream gave us nothing to go off of. In this new live stream, it was as if the previous one had never happened. I mean, the VOD wasn't posted after it was streamed, so it's clear that Khan is just trying to go back to playing the game as they normally would. However, this time, Khan really doesn't seem to know what they're doing. They wander around the world a bit, try to craft something, but seem to struggle to remember how to craft it. And then at one point, Khan even goes completely AFK for a while, which is incredibly weird. And when they do come back, they seem to snap back to reality a bit and start getting materials to extend their house. It's truly impossible to understand what could have happened in that time that Khan went AFK. I mean, maybe the man wanted them to go do something, or they could have even been reading the chat for a bit, which, by the way, Khan has never acknowledged, so that feels pretty unlikely. But overall, this stream, when next to the previous one, really sticks out when it comes to how chill and nonchalant it is, and it is that type of juxtaposition that would continue on to this next live stream. This stream had Khan talking and conversing with the viewers probably the most they ever have. They said things like,
I'm doing good lately. Just been enjoying things. Minecraft is fun too. You don't need to worry a lot.
There are 2 scenarios here. One is that this is actually Khan and something has changed recently and they're doing a lot better now. Or alternatively,
But the video name was yesterday.
Alternatively, this is someone else forcing Khan to say these things and is trying to get us to stop looking into this situation. But it feels clear, based
I'm not
on
cooking.
some of the things we've seen at this point, that things are in fact not fine. It was around this time that I discovered something on the Consciousness channel. There had always been a very few amount of categories depicted on the channel, but I noticed that one new one had been added. It was a playlist tab, and when I clicked it, I saw just a basic videos playlist. But what was weird to me is it didn't have all of Khan's videos inside of it. And I'm not talking about all of the unlisted ones. I'm talking there were several videos that were public on the channel, but not on this playlist. The videos that were on it were Need Out, Oak, Movements, Everything, Progress, Like and Subscribe, and Around, which meant the videos not on it include Zero Ways Out, Why Me, and then also Are You Watching and Very Cold, which are
Oh my god. 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 Think. Let's think about this, right? Look. Look at the public playlist though. Need Out. That one's kinda Oak, Movements, Everything, Progress, Like and Subscribe, Around. Nothing. Okay. Zero Ways Out. Why Me? Are You Watching? Very Cold. The Why Me one's crazy.
two streams
I'm trying to tell you, something was about Are You Watching? Was
are not
important.
posted currently after they were streamed. I wasn't sure what to do with this information. I tried to see if those words could somehow tell a story, like things like movements and
No, you're not thinking. You're not thinking, bruv. Look, really understand what's being posted. This is nothing. Need Out was the only one's like, wait a minute. But like, if someone seen that was connected to the guy that is supposedly the napper, right? And he found this channel and whatever, or and kind of related to them and see the playlist and seeing this, it was like, okay, this is just a normal Minecraft thing, da 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 da. But if he's seen something like Zero Ways Out, what does that mean? Why me? Are You Watching? And Very Cold. He's in a place where there's zero ways out. Either now he's in a place where zero's out because he ran, so he got caught back up, and now he's in a place where zero is out. Why me? It's obvious. Why is he, come on? Why me? Are you watching? He could be talking about the napper. Are you watching me? Very cold. Where he at? It's very cold. So he probably could be saying the state he's at. He's at a very cold state. Oh my god. Tristan, I'm cooking.
after they were streamed. I wasn't sure what to do with this information. I tried to see if those words could somehow tell a story.
Sometimes you gotta really think about it, right? If a person got kidnapped and doing this on Minecraft, it could be a kid. Maybe, I don't know. And if it was a kid, the kid's kind of smart. And number two, it's a kid. Don't think too deep into it, bro.
Like things like movements and progress seem related, but beyond that, I didn't know what to make of it. But it did seem like Khan was actively adding more videos to this playlist, so I guess we just have to wait and see if any more gaps would get filled in with this final live stream.
Right.
The live stream starts and Khan is underground in a long tunnel. Now, this should be familiar because it happened a few other times prior in the live streams where we assumed that the man had played on Khan's world when Khan wasn't playing and put them in dark tunnels to try to mess with Khan and scare them. However, Khan doesn't seem quite as fazed by it this time, and it's probably because they've had to deal with this so many times. But it's interesting though, the tunnels are very long and much more complicated, but Khan seems to pretty much find their way out first try, which is incredibly odd to me, but honestly good for them because they get back to the surface and get back to life as normal. Let's talk about this tunnel though, because in the history of this channel and its videos, we've seen roughly 2 tunnels. There was this one at the bottom of that 3x3 pit that Khan later tried to blow up, and then there was a longer, much more notable one in
Oh my god, not paying attention. Look.
tunnels. There was this one at the bottom of that.
He started out at the bottom. This is the 0 Ways Out video. So he was put, maybe in real life, he was put somewhere on the ground where there was 0 Ways Out.
3x3 pit that Khan later tried to blow up.
Need out. That's crazy. You feel me?
And then there was a longer, much more
Are you watching?
notable one in this
He probably asked, "Are you watching?" because he ended up here in the beginning.
stream that Khan spawned inside of. Now, both of these tunnels were 2x1, meaning bare minimum of what you have to mine to make a tunnel to walk through. And absolutely 0 ores were mined when they were encountered. It was just a straight up tunnel. But this time around, we can see gaps where presumably ores were mined, and this is confirmed when we look at Khan's inventory. So whoever made the tunnels, in my opinion, was not the same person who made the tunnels the first time, also known as the man. Potentially there is a third unknown person that could also be in the mix, but this is a lot to draw from some very minute differences, and some more things happen during this live stream. Khan actually starts talking to us again.
Hey guys, just want to say thanks for all your help. This is my last stream, I think. I'm honestly good.
As Khan continues to try to light up the area, this happens. Khan then respawns and looks around, seemingly a bit lost, before suddenly snapping back to reality
Yeah,
and
it
starting
is.
to run in the direction.
Okay, the one thing scary, I like how he's making the voice. He's putting that voice over though. I'm pretty sure the kid's not actually talking like that. I think it's the guy with the voice.
Of their base. We pass
He's
by
making it
the
very
initial
creepy,
sky
though.
base and then finally arrive back at the normal base, and Khan gets all their stuff back. Khan messages on a sign and says,
Thanks for watching.
and they log off. But did you see that? Khan typed 2 additional letters there, CL. Now, to understand what this means, we have to go
Oh,
back
yeah.
all the way to the first video ever posted to this channel, and to this day, the only public
Waiting. See, he's waiting for. Oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
video on the channel. Khan writes on a sign above their base, look closely. So I believe what Khan wants to say here is thanks for watching closely. So I did just that. When Khan first dies, they initially seem to not remember which way to go.
But it gotta be a grown man doing it. But it can't be. If this is a kid, that kid is mad smart, bro.
And once they do remember, they head in that direction non-stop, barely moving the direction of the character. But you know what they do move? Their cursor. It's barely noticeable, but we've seen something like this before. Khan would write out letters by almost drawing them with the crosshair, and this time it seems to also spell
Titties? Oh, sorry.
Now, these were really hard to read, so it's not surprising that I would miss a letter. So I have no doubt in my mind that this is saying titles. So I took a closer look at all of the video titles.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. He wasn't saying anything about the titles because in the end.
And I discovered a few things. And the first was honestly
Okay. Let's try to. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to scramble all these together. Like, maybe he's in an oak layer. Yesterday, there was progress, probably. Uh, or nothing around. Or yesterday was movements. Or he tried to make movements. Why me like to subscribe to get it out for more help, probably. Need out. I think that's just need out. Or he need out of the layer.
Honestly, incredibly sad. Now, I didn't catch anything with the recent videos, but when I looked at the first 7 videos that I covered last video, I realized something.
You really think about it though. Oh, oh, good one. Oak around. He was in the woods when he did that random video.
The first letter spells out a word, but it wasn't
Oh wow, hold on.
a word I ever would have registered. It spells out W0LVRNE, which, if you remember, ended up being the password used to get access to the YouTube channel. Khan had been trying to spell it out for me the whole time. It's the same reason that when I did get access to the account, all of the live streams prior to the first one I saw started with the letter W. Khan was waiting for someone to join the stream so they could start spelling out.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Maybe, because remember there was a video called "Waiting." Oh my god. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? There was a video called "Waiting," so he was probably waiting. Oh my god.
Password. I felt terrible, but this is all in the past. I obviously tried to apply this same concept to the videos that had already come out after that point. However, nothing worked or made any sense. That was when I remembered the playlist. I hadn't checked back in on it in a while, and it turns out both streams that had happened since then were added to it. Now, the whole time in the back of my mind, I've wondered what would have happened
What's
if
good? What's good?
the
What's
man
good? By the
had
way,
found out that Khan had been live streaming. I assumed that he would probably just make Khan stop streaming, but when the streams kept happening after that gap in time, I assumed that Khan still hadn't been caught yet. But I don't think that's true anymore. We're not watching Khan. This whole time, I've struggled to piece out even the smallest
what?
hints from Khan's gameplay, trying to get some information on where they might be.
Okay, hold on,
And
hold on,
I
hold on, hold on,
assumed
hold
it was
on.
so
My brain,
difficult because
my
Khan was
brain.
being more heavily watched, but it was actually because it wasn't Khan at all. It was the man. It wasn't until he died that he needed Khan to come in to bail him out, because he didn't know how to get back to the base, because that first base was built by Khan and the man had never been at spawn before. The man had been trying to do some damage control with the number of eyes on this channel, so he live streamed himself as Khan, saying that
That's probably why. One of them said, "Are you watching?" Maybe not. I don't know.
everything was all right, and bit by bit restored people's faith that maybe Khan was okay, and Khan was forced to watch the whole time and even run
That's probably why he said, "Are you?" Oh my god.
the YouTube channel so that everything would appear the same as when
And that's probably why sometimes he looked a little off because, oh my god.
Khan would title everything themselves. This meant that all Khan had to cue us in were the video cards and making a playlist in order to try to communicate with us. But I realized something. If the man had been the one playing on the streams, then who had been playing in between streams? Maybe Khan wasn't able to stream anymore, but maybe they were still allowed to play. I had focused on getting information out of the streams themselves, but I needed to focus on what was happening in between streams.
Oh my god. End start. Yeah, I'm not catching this. Oh my god.
The last time the man knew I had gotten into his account, he knew someone was coming, but this time he has no idea that I just got the final bit of info that I needed to put
What is that?
into this.
144th Bliss Drive. Yo, whoever that is smart, bro. No way he just no way. He just like put in where he was at the location.
Police took 33-year-old Gerard Steller into custody on April 20th, 2025. He had fled from a house he was hiding in Michigan all the way to Illinois, and with him, he took his 13-year-old daughter, Evelyn. She detailed to the police her attempts to live stream her location in hopes of bringing her dad to justice for the things that he had done.
That 13-year-old is smart. I'm not gonna lie.
He put me in homeschooling. He noticed I was really missing my brother. He said he would make it better, but I didn't know what that meant. I never would have complained if I would have known. Is that his name? My dad told me his name was Gabe, but I didn't really believe him.
Let me explain. Gerard Steller, the father, had recently gotten in a divorce with his wife, Erin Collins. Now, if you recognize that name, it's because she was listed as an approving officer on this case, and she got removed from the case at the same time that they listed Gerard as a suspect. During their divorce, their 2 children were separated, and each parent was granted full custody of one of the children. This doesn't happen often, but in this case, it was decided that it was for the best, and Evelyn went to live with her dad while her brother Gabe went to live with his mom. When Evelyn expressed that she missed her brother, Gerard apparently took things into his own hands. He kidnapped Levi Goldings and kept him in the basement of a house in Michigan.
And he tried to say that was your brother, right?
I knew it was wrong. I kept hearing Gabe crying, Levi crying in the basement, and I wanted to help him. It was my birthday, so I asked to play Minecraft on his old laptop. I planned to call someone, but he was watching me most of the time. Yeah, but he would walk away for a bit, and I clicked on something that looked like it would signal for help, but it was like a recorder. It did the scream. Eventually, I figured out it could live stream in the background while it played, and you couldn't see it. Not at first, but at one time, my dad told me that before I was born, he used to record YouTube videos about Minecraft on the same version I was playing on. I assume that's where it went to. So when my time was up to play, I managed to find the login information and write it down.
When I managed to gain access to the YouTube account, there were videos from early 2011 that were now privated. These were what Evelyn was talking about. It was exactly why she was able to stream so easily, because it was all already set up from all those years ago. But what I was curious about most was what happened when Levi was first saved.
I was trying to share as much information as I could during the streams until one day my dad rushed in and told me we had to go. I thought we were going back to his other house, but
I think I had to leave for dinner.
for a while. Not right away. I played 2 more times after that before he caught me. He was really mad. No, but he said I was going to fix my mistake. At first, I had to just lie to my mom on the phone. I told her we were still in Michigan, but a bit later, Dad told me the attention from the streams wasn't going away, and I had to
video detailing the full timeline of events can be found for free on my Patreon page. I hope you all have enjoyed this story as much as I have creating it, and if you want some super cool consciousness merch, you can check it out using the link below. 100% of all the proceeds will be going to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and I'll include the link to their page below if you would like to donate yourself. Thank you to all my Patreon members for their support and for enabling me to do these projects, and I hope you will all stick around.
This was real. Holy shit. Nigga. This was the best, and I mean the best storytelling ever done in my whole, oh my god. 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 I got a little emotional. I gave me the book. Oh my god. It did say it was disclaimer, but I thought it was like just for YouTube's sake, like, hey guys, YouTube, this is not real. Okay, this is not real YouTube. Don't worry about it. It's not real, but it's, oh my god. Thank God I didn't look at the comments till after. Holy cow.
For some of the things that I have in store going forward.
You telling me a nigga was excited that the video ended at 30 minutes even? Fucking nerd. Oh my god, guys, the video ended at 30 minutes on the dot, dog. Dude. 30, just at 30 minutes. W2.